computer crash is a plausible explanation for an absence. The inability to communicate could be a direct result of such an event. This is due to dependence on computers for communication. Considering the ubiquity of computers in modern life, a crash is a common occurrence that can disrupt regular activities and explain a sudden disappearance. Operating systems, software applications, and hardware components are prone to errors that lead to system failure. System failures can occur for various reasons, encompassing software bugs, hardware malfunctions, or even external factors such as power outages or malware infections. These can render a computer unusable until the issue is resolved. Inability to communicate could be caused by a computer crash. Email, messaging apps, and social media platforms are often essential for communication. When a computer malfunctions, access to these tools is lost, isolating the individual. The severity of a computer crash can range from minor software glitches to complete system failures, demanding varying degrees of troubleshooting and repair. Minor software glitches can cause temporary disruptions. A complete system failure can lead to significant downtime and data loss. The speaker's absence could also be attributed to the time needed to recover from a computer crash. Repairing a computer, reinstalling the operating system, restoring data from backups, and troubleshooting hardware problems can take considerable time. The duration of the recovery process depends on the nature of the problem, the user's technical skills, and the availability of support resources. A computer crash can prevent communications and also lead to data loss. Individuals often store important documents, photos, videos, and other irreplaceable files on their computers. A crash can jeopardize the integrity of these files. Data loss prevention strategies, such as regular backups and cloud storage, can mitigate the impact of a computer crash. If the individual has not implemented these strategies, the crash may result in the permanent loss of critical information. Troubleshooting a computer crash can be a complex and time-consuming task. Diagnosing the root cause of the problem requires technical expertise and systematic troubleshooting methods. Users may need to consult online resources, seek assistance from technical support professionals, or engage the services of computer repair technicians. A computer crash is a realistic explanation. A computer crash could be the reason for this. The lack of access to their computer prevents them from responding. There are some common causes of computer crashes. Firstly, there is hardware failure. Components like the hard drive, RAM, or motherboard can fail. Secondly, software conflicts exist. Incompatible programs or driver issues can cause instability. Thirdly, malware infections can cause crashes. Viruses and other malicious software can corrupt system files. Fourthly, overheating can cause crashes. Insufficient cooling can lead to component damage. Fifthly, power supply problems exist. An inadequate or failing power supply can cause system instability. Sixthly, operating system errors can cause crashes. Bugs or corrupted system files can cause malfunctions. Seventhly, driver issues can exist. Incompatible or outdated drivers can cause crashes. Eighthly, memory leaks can cause crashes. Programs that don't release memory properly can cause instability. Ninthly, registry errors can cause crashes. Corruption in the Windows registry can cause problems. Tenthly, file system corruption exists. Errors in the file system can cause data loss and crashes. Diagnosing the exact cause of a computer crash can require careful investigation. Examining error messages, system logs, and hardware diagnostics can provide clues. Sometimes trial and error is necessary to identify the problem. If the computer crashes frequently, taking steps to prevent future issues is wise. Regularly scanning for malware, updating drivers, monitoring hardware temperatures, and creating system backups can help. In the event of a computer crash, several recovery options may be available. System Restore can revert the computer to a previous working state. Safe Mode can allow users to troubleshoot problems without loading unnecessary drivers. A clean installation of the operating system can resolve persistent issues. Data recovery tools can help retrieve lost files. A computer crash can cause frustration and inconvenience. However, understanding the potential causes, taking preventative measures, and knowing the recovery options can minimize the impact. In the event of a crash, remaining calm and methodical is essential for resolving the problem efficiently. The absence of the speaker could be explained by a computer crash, and several factors support this hypothesis. The absence could be due to the time needed to troubleshoot the issue. The lack of communication is due to lack of access. Data loss could be a contributing factor to the delay in communication. The need to seek technical support might cause a delay in the speaker's return. If the computer contains sensitive or confidential information, the individual may be hesitant to use another device or communicate through alternative channels until the security of their data is assured. This could further prolong their absence. Troubleshooting a crashed computer can be challenging. It requires a systematic approach to identify the underlying cause of the problem and implement appropriate solutions. Users may need to perform a variety of tasks, such as running diagnostic tests, checking hardware connections, updating drivers, scanning for malware, and restoring data from backups. Each of these steps can take time and effort, potentially delaying the speaker's return. A computer crash can have significant emotional and psychological effects. The frustration and stress associated with data loss, system downtime, and technical difficulties can take a toll on the individual's well-being. They may feel overwhelmed, anxious, or helpless in the face of the technical challenges. The fear of losing important files or the disruption to their work and personal life can further exacerbate these feelings. The individual may also experience a sense of isolation if they rely heavily on their computer for communication and social interaction. In such cases, it is important to acknowledge and address these emotional and psychological effects. Seeking support from friends, family, or mental health professionals can help the individual cope with the stress and anxiety associated with a computer crash. Taking breaks from troubleshooting, engaging in relaxing activities, and maintaining a positive attitude can also contribute to faster and more successful recovery. The user's technical skills is something to consider. The user's experience level plays a significant role in their ability to resolve a computer crash quickly. A technologically savvy individual may be able to diagnose the problem and implement solutions independently, while someone with limited technical skills may need to seek assistance from others. The availability of technical support resources can also influence the recovery time. If the individual has access to a reliable IT support team or a knowledgeable friend or family member, they may be able to resolve the issue more quickly. However, if they are on their own, they may need to spend more time researching solutions online or contacting technical support services, which can delay their return. If the computer crash has damaged critical hardware components, the individual may need to order replacement parts or take the computer to a repair shop. The availability of these resources can influence the recovery time. If the individual lives in an area with limited access to computer repair services, they may need to wait longer for assistance. The individual may need to purchase a new computer, which can further delay their return. The cost of repairing or replacing a crashed computer can also be a factor. Depending on the nature of the problem and the age of the computer, the repair costs may be significant. The cost of a new computer can be substantial. If the individual does not have the financial resources to cover these expenses, they may need to delay their return until they can secure the necessary funds. A computer crash can disrupt their work, personal life, and finances.